turn me up a little. Yeah. Let me get a little more. They know who we at, man. Yeah. I know they entertain. Yeah. We stay entertaining. Yeah. Hey, we stay entertaining. Hey, we stay entertaining. We stay entertaining. Yeah. Now turn me up, baby. Now turn me up. We stay entertaining. Yeah. Hey, we stay entertaining. Hey, we stay entertaining. We stay entertaining. Yeah. Now turn me up, baby. Now turn me up. Hey, we stay entertaining. Now go and check the ratings. We got them up through the ceiling like elevators. House of Vegas in the building, so going crazy. This shit was made for television. Pass the remote, baby. Now go and subscribe, comment, go live. Tell a friend to go and tell a friend. Make sure you tap in, cause we at it again. It's all entertainment, cause we stay entertained. Stay entertaining, yeah. Hey, we stay entertained. Hey, we stay entertained. Stay entertaining, yeah. Hey, we stay entertained.
Hey, you guys!
Hola!
Comedy stars!
Ben with the key.
Yes, welcome to the House of X Entertainment.
Okay, where we say entertaining.
I'm Wanston.
And I'm Wanston too, but no sunglasses tonight.
He is Leo.
Listen, I get to be whoever I want. I paid for this channel, okay, girl?
Yes. And welcome to the Xclusive show, guys. Who do we have in the building? All right, and we have our lovely guests in the building. We got the funnel heads. All right, they are in the building. We got It's Me Wanston in the building.
Oh, not Wanston's here. All right,
yes.
Hey, Wanston.
Welcome in. We got it's your boy Leo.
Amazing gaming channel. Y'all need to grab him immediately. Right now.
And we have it's a JC family.
Hey.
JC family.
How you guys doing?
Welcome in. We got Cruise Nuts in the building.
Hey, Cruise Nuts.
Welcome in. We have On Deck with CB.
Okay, is you really on deck?
Oh, no. Welcome in. We got Rooted in Essential Oil. Hey, family. Hey, famous. Welcome in. All right, we coming down.
Miss Mary, you already... Oh, no. Go ahead. I thought you missed somebody.
Yes, we coming down. We got Evolving with Adam. Hey, welcome in.
Is you evolving?
Oh, no.
All right, now.
All right, and we got X-Men Gaming.
Hey, X-Men Gaming, you already know what it is. X-Men for life, Jared.
And we got Jagged Little Edge in the building.
Hey, with your big old head, okay?
Welcome in. We got DD. Hey, DD. It's been a long time.
I shouldn't have left you. Without a dope beat.
Yes.
Step two.
Yes, welcome in. We got Cruising is Fun anytime.
Hey, you ain't lying about that,
Welcome in. Ooh, hold on, I done missed somebody.
No, you got everybody.
Okay.
We ain't even get down on that.
All right, we got the Moonlight Adventures. Hey, family, welcome
How
in.
you doing?
Welcome in. We coming down. All right, we coming down. We got the funnel head saying hi to everybody. Make sure you guys share out.
Everybody.
Share out.
Yes, if you got a cousin who knows your brother, who slapped your teacher, share with all of them.
Yes, make sure you guys share out everybody.
Okay, if you got a garbage person and he picking up the garbage every day, every week, once a month, share it out with him.
Yes, thank you,
If
guys.
you go to the dentist and you need your teeth pulled or put in, share it with them too, okay?
Yes.
If you go to the doctor, share it with them too, okay?
Mm-hmm, yes.
Share it with the fireman, the policeman, anybody who can save your life, share it with them as well.
And the garbage man at the corner.
Oh, we already said the garbage man.
Yes.
Ooh.
Share it with your auntie, share it with your uncle.
What if they ain't got no auntie and uncle?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
yes,
guys.
got
no auntie and uncle.
Yes, guys. Okay. And for all the mods in here, make sure you drop our guest's link, guys. And you know what to do. If you have a question, please put an X in before your question, guys.
Okay.
All right. Our lovely guest this evening. They made sure to fit it in their schedule so that they do not be on a ship to be here tonight, guys, because you know they just love traveling.
Who you don't say?
I do say.
He does say.
They just love traveling, guys. They just love traveling. They're on this ship. They're on that ship. They're on the other ship. They just love traveling.
Who doesn't?
Mm.
I need another vacation.
So they fit it in their schedule to be here on tonight, guys. So we are so excited that they are here, y'all.
Did everybody share us out?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you gave you a community tab, that means you got to share us out.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Sharing is caring.
How is Etta doing on tonight? How is Jaggler the Edge doing? Okay, we got Rooted in Essential Oils.
Oh, not rooted, child.
Mm-hmm.
They rooted, honey.
Okay, we got 1 more minute before we bring up our lovely
One more
guest.
minute. Wait a minute. They just got here. They got to stay back there for 3 more hours, child.
3 hours?
Yes.
You gonna make them sit for 3 hours?
No, I wouldn't do that.
Oh my God, that's like going on an embarkation day. You getting on the ship and you have to wait 3 hours to get on the ship.
Well, not the last trip we was on. We went straight in, child.
3 hours to get on the ship.
Ooh. Who's spending 3 hours to get on the ship? Oh my.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a long time to be standing in line, child.
Doing well.
Get back in the lab. How you
doing well. How are you two doing? We are doing amazing, Etta.
We living and breathing. We can't complain because complaining never help nobody. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I can complain. You can complain. He can complain. The world can complain. But what's that gonna do? Not a damn thing, child.
Yes.
So we living and breathing.
Okay, guys. You can't get back to the live.
I just found it. Give me a second. Don't be judging. Okay. I share a lot of people out today. I got to get back to what I was in.
Okay. Well, guys, are you guys ready to bring up our lovely guest this evening, guys? If you are ready, make sure you put them X's in the chat. If you are ready for our lovely guest this evening, guys, come on. Put those X's in the chat if you are ready to bring up our lovely guest.
Thank you for everybody who pressed likes. We greatly appreciate it.
Yes.
They said they were honored to be here. Stop it. Flattery will get you everywhere around here.
Doing good.
Doing well. How are you two? Oh, okay.
Stay warm. Oh, you guys are snowed in last night.
Wait, who said stay warm?
Oh, they got snowed in, honey. Ooh.
Oh, ain't no warmness over here. Our apartment is freezing cold. It is raining outside, and this man downstairs is blasting everything in his house. Televisions, music, vacuum cleaners, the toaster, honey, you name it, he blasting it, girl.
Yes, he is. All right, and we got JNS Adventures in the building.
Hey!
Welcome in. Okay, so we got our X's in the chat.
Oh, they throwing lots of X's up. All right.
Okay, guys. So, bringing to the stage for the first time here at the Xclusive show, guys.
Okay.
We have, and we present to some, we present to others. We have the Funnelheads right after this commercial.
Hey, turn me up a little. Yeah. Let me get a little more. They know who we at, man. Yeah. I stay entertained.
On the island.
What island? Princess Cay. Gorgeous day in Princess Cay. Everybody's having a fantastic time. Brett is trying out his new birthday gift. I don't know if you can see him in the... Oh, there he is. He's trying out his new snorkel that he got for his birthday. Weather is incredible. Low 80s, sunny. Just pristine day here at Princess Cay.
Hey, what'd you see? You finding all the fish?
Stay entertaining, yeah. Hey, we stay entertaining. Hey, we stay entertaining.
Presenting to some and to others, the Funnelheads. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you for having us. We are honored.
Yes, thank you.
Anytime.
Welcome in, Just Teresa.
Hey.
Yes. So how was you guys' day?
It was pretty good. It was nice.
No snow. So
yeah, no snow. So that's always
complain.
a good time. Although we could use a little snow down in the south every now and then, but
we're like the weirdos that wish for snow.
Yeah.
Every now and then. Just because we don't get it ever.
It's okay. I don't think New York got any snow.
No, we didn't get no snow at all.
It was cold, but I don't think we got any snow.
Yeah.
Which is good because who wants to shovel, right?
Yeah, we didn't get no snow at all. Yeah.
No, when we get snow, we get a dusting. It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's gone by noon. It's great.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all got that good weather then.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever you got.
I think so.
Okay, so I think you got the first one.
Yeah. Okay, so my first question is, what inspired you to start cruising?
Well, so I cruised with my family when I was younger. My parents would usually take me and my siblings on a cruise, usually like once every 2 years, whenever they could. So we were very fortunate, and I just loved it. I mean, ever since I could remember, absolutely loved it. And I was in the Marine Corps, and when we were overseas in Iraq, I was always talking about cruising, wanting to get back. And I actually booked a cruise overseas with a couple of other buddies, with my brothers over there. And just to kind of have something to look forward to, count down, like, you know, the days, it helped it go a little faster. And anyway, long story short is me and Michelle met on that cruise when we got back. It was like day 1, minute 5. And ever since then, like, cruising has just been a part. It's ingrained to us. Like, we have so many special memories, and nostalgia hits us. And I mean, who doesn't love cruising? It's just the most amazing thing in the world. So, and that's why Rhett loves it now. I think he's hooked, and it depends what day and time you ask him, but most of the time he'll tell you he wants to work on a cruise ship, whether it's a captain, entertainment director, this and that. Other days it might be a garbage man or a bus driver, which is fine as well. But yeah, so it's just part of our lives, and we just love it, and we try to go as often as possible. We're big into, you know, you can't take money with you when you leave, but you have all these memories. So we're very frugal in our everyday lives. We just like to spend money on, you know, making memories as a family. So
I know that's right.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So he wants to work on a cruise ship, and then other days he wants to be something else. That's amazing.
Yeah. Like we said, it depends when you ask.
Yeah.
That's really amazing. Yeah, that's really amazing.
Did you hear they met on the ship?
Yeah, I you know,
if that's one of your questions, you might jump right in.
I'm going to. So, let me look for it so I can cross it out. Okay.
Now all right. Look for it, child.
Yeah, I do, because I wrote it down, but I'll get to it. So, you guys met on a cruise ship. What was so special about that ship, and what was the name of it?
So we met on the Carnival Miracle out of New York, and we met literally the first 5 minutes that I got in. So of course I'm with my 2 other Marine brothers, and the first thing we want to do, I just turned 21. They were a little bit older than me. And the first thing we want to do is go to the lobby bar, the atrium there. We grab a drink, and I get a little tap on my shoulder, and Michelle comes up to me, and what do you ask me?
I asked him, so I have never been on a cruise. It was my very first one. I asked about my fake ID because I was not 21.
Yeah, she was 19.
How does this work? Like, I didn't know what a sailing sidecar was. So yeah, that's it.
And then she ended up hitting on me at the bar. What was your pickup line?
If you were a pirate, would you wear your parrot on this shoulder or this one?
Oh, Nazi.
So that's probably one of our favorite memories on that ship. And when we actually just went on the Miracle when we went to Alaska this last year, and so we celebrated our 15th year together, and we just loved hanging out in the atrium like pretty much every night, at least for like an hour, because that's where we met, and we hadn't been on the ship since then. So all those feels came back to us.
I know that's right.
Wow, that's amazing. So, and then you can take the next one. So
take your time.
You mentioned the Marines. Are you a retired veteran?
So I did my contract. I got out shortly after I met her. We knew pretty much right away that it was going to be something serious. So my contract was just at the end, or near close to the end, of re-upping, and I was on the fence, and I had always envisioned myself, you know, doing 20 and getting out and retiring, and but we were still in the thick of things in Iraq and Afghanistan, and so I think we came to the decision together that, we wanted to move past that. And, she was in college at the time, finishing up, and we just wanted to kind of settle and find a place where we can, live together. So unfortunately didn't retire, but I think it worked out pretty well. So everything happens for a reason.
Most definitely.
Well, thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right.
Oh, okay. So my next question is, what is your favorite food to eat on a cruise ship?
Oh my gosh. How much time do you have? No, I mean, we love the food on the cruise ship. I mean, the main dining room is where we go.
Like chocolate melting
cake.
Does that count?
Yeah, right. You can just eat chocolate melting cake. No, but I mean, I love Guy's Burger. We love Blue Iguana Cantina. I love the Seafood Shack, even though it's not included. Such a great variety of. I mean, I love oysters, shrimp, lobster, all of that good stuff. But I mean, it really just depends on the day. I mean, there's so many.
It's Blue Iguana Cantina all day, every day.
Okay, so we got two indecisive, and to say the truth, I'm not gonna be mad because we've been on 2 cruises so far, and we have not tried the Blue Iguana Cantina yet.
The hours are so limited, but yes, I do plan my day around. I'm like, I've got to get there before 2:30 and they close.
Yeah. Well, they have a lot to offer too, because it's not just burritos. You can get the huevos rancheros in the morning, the tacos, taco salad, burritos. Customize it. Try all the hot sauces. Grab an ice cold Mexican beer with it, or tequila, margarita. I mean, nothing's better than being on the Lido deck, in the sun, having some of that great food with a great drink. I mean, I can't think of a better time. So
I know that's fine.
Okay. All right.
They seem like they be eating everything. I know that's right.
Yeah. We guaranteed to weigh at least 25 pounds more after we get off this ship. So
okay.
We gotta try that.
Yeah, we do. We do.
I thought we were gonna try it on this ship, but you didn't go there.
No, we got 6 days on the next one, so we can try everything now.
Maybe you eat that first this time.
Yeah. Okay. So for those that don't know, you went to Alaska. What were some of your highs and lows about your Alaska trip?
Well, I can think of one really low at the end of the cruise there. Rhett ended up getting COVID at some point during the trip, whether it was before and his symptoms showed after.
At some point.
But me and him had to quarantine on the ship for the last 3 or 4 days. Luckily, we got through a lot of the stops and destinations, and we got to do pretty much all the excursions that we had planned out and wanted to do. So, it wasn't a loss. We still had an amazing time. Yeah. Kind of a bummer to end, this amazing cruise, but we had a fine time. We
had a great time.
Oh no, I'm saying at the end, but yeah. I mean, what are some of the highlights that you want to say?
Oh gosh. It's hard to pick.
The whole cruise was just epic.
It's a completely different kind of cruise. So it's
because it was 20 days in total, and we left from San Francisco, and that was our first time in San Francisco. Just going under, the Golden Gate Bridge with Alcatraz on the right. Absolutely breathtaking, just like a once in a lifetime for us, because it's very expensive to get all the way on the West Coast. And then, the first sea day is kind of like a normal cruise. And then as soon as you get to the Inner Passage and the water starts to be calm, you start to see literally every single, piece of wildlife going on. Because the water it's not like, the Caribbean or anywhere else. Like the water is very choppy, even on a calm day. So it's hard to see anything. But when you get to that Inner Passage, it's just all still, and you can see every single, whale, porpoise, dolphin,
snow-capped mountains that you're going through, and waterfalls. So that one, it's hard to pick like that.
There were so many excursions that we did. I think one of our favorite things, though, or at least mine, was we ended up in Ketchikan, actually kind of doing our own thing, and we hiked, and we started off at the base and went 3,000 feet up and actually touched snow. It was the middle of July, so there's no snow around. But me and Michelle had our little snowball fight on the top of the mountain there, and
again, we don't see snow often.
Yeah,
so when we do,
so it was big for us.
So wait, Alaska cruise is 20 days.
So we did 2. So it was 10 and 10. We did 2 back-to-backs, and the reason we did this is it stopped at different ports on each cruise, and it was a build up off of a
cancellation of a rebook
of the pandemic.
Yeah.
So like we already paid for, and we're like, well, we're going. We might as well try to add on.
Once
to
you
that,
fly all the way to California, for us, the flights were more than the cruise, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. So how was it like being on the ship? Because I know they take you to a different location having COVID. So how was that?
It was interesting. I mean, it was definitely, I'll tell you what, Michelle had her iPad and we had like 4 or 5 movies that were downloaded on it. And I think I watched all those movies like 20 times. And I was like, never again. So there was not much to do, of course. So that I had those movies. You have like the basic, of course, TV in the room. Little man, of course, is with me. I mean, we were ordering a bunch of food because that was all provided. And we just made the most of it. I mean, we got a lot of rest, and luckily he only had really like coughing and nasal conditions. So it wasn't like, he was super sick. He definitely met, Michelle would call to the room, and, it would get a little emotional there. But overall, I mean, the staff did a wonderful job. Of course, it stunk being in that moment, but it is what it is.
All of our ports. You guys missed the second time going to Victoria. So we got to all of our ports. I mean, it stunk to miss out on Victoria, but you're only there till like noon. You're there, I think, 8 to noon. And then those sea days. So really we got through the most of the vacation, and we got to do all of our excursions.
And then
Brett was the side of it.
Relatively healthy. So another thing. So.
Yes, of course that he was.
But yeah, it was interesting. I mean, you had to, when you got your food and finished it, whatever you had left over, or just the garbage, it had to go into a hazard bag. You'd have to open the door with your mask on. The employee wouldn't even be there after they dropped the food. They would knock and run. And so, like, it's definitely
not
nice
knock and run.
Yeah. And I would like peek out the door and like, see what was going on behind the scenes, and there'd just be no one. And it was very different. But
oh wow,
experience it again. But like I said, we were helping.
Where did they put you, in the bottom of the ship?
I can't remember. I think it was Riviera deck 1 on the Miracle, and they basically quarantined one side of the ship, which I think was the ports, or no, it was starboard side of the ship, and it was basically the whole aft hallway there. So there was quite a few people that were quarantined. I don't know exactly how much, but it was definitely interesting, and hopefully we never have to experience it again. But we have that memory and videos too.
Oh, Alaska is cold weather, honey.
It wasn't too bad. It like we were
terrible, honestly.
We met a lot of people. We brought T-shirts and we brought layers, which everybody says. But that was one thing that a lot of people didn't bring, were T-shirts and tank tops, and they're like, we're sweating. Yeah. Because the weather is just layers is all you need. You need a T-shirt, a sweatshirt, and a raincoat.
Like they're saying is like, if you don't like the weather, wait 10 minutes and it'll change, because it goes from like pouring rain, foggy, to sun bright, not a cloud in the sky, back to rain.
That is
like it's all over the place.
But it wasn't that cold. That's
but yeah, it was like 50s, 60s most of the time. The only time I was like bone cold is when we did the Tracy Arm Fjord, when we went through, the fjord on the ship, and then we took a smaller boat and went up to the glacier, and it started downpouring on us, and they had it inside, so you can go inside, that was all heated, but we paid for the experience, and so we're like, no, we're gonna wait outside, and we just got drenched, and we had rain weather gear and everything, but it just soaked us anyway. And
it was worth it. That was still one of the best excursions.
Yeah, it was
freezing cold.
Yeah, that is sickness weather. Because,
I was gonna say the weather sounds like it's bipolar.
That is allergies.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, that is allergies. That is sinus. That is asthma. Oh no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
But we definitely. I mean, that was probably one of our, if not most favorite cruises trips that we've ever done. I mean, like. I kept saying I feel like I'm in a Jurassic Park movie because you have like those rolling mountainous like landscapes and like the smell is just that cold like tree
Christmas
air.
Tree,
yeah, I mean
trees.
it's kind of indescribable, but just worth every penny.
I would definitely recommend getting there. I would go back 100%. I would go back.
Okay, all right.
Okay, I'm gonna skip around. So one of my questions is, how does it feel to be Diamond, and what are the perks?
So I mean, honestly, we just keep cruising because we love it. We don't really. I mean, it's nice to have the perks. We don't even think about it a lot of times. The biggest perk that we have though is included in Platinum, where you get the free laundry, especially when we're going on these long, cruises or back to back. I mean, we wash clothes every other day, and when you come home, you have no laundry to do. It's the best feeling in the world.
Really, that's
and they do such a better job too. They take care of it. They fold it and make sure that everything is organized. And when we do laundry at home, it's just thrown in. But I mean, I think the biggest thing about it is for Rhett, especially at the Platinum Diamond party that they have on the cruises, because he always gets the youngest Platinum award for being, well, not always, but most of the time, he gets the youngest Platinum award for being that status at a young age.
Oh, wow.
Still amazing.
So he is Platinum.
Yeah. So he's got, I think he's at like 100 and
I think it's 113 overall, but 99 with Carnival.
Yeah.
So we're kind of we're trying to do something fun for his 100th day on Carnival.
Yeah. So we'll make a memory out of it. But he just feels
feels like
great.
A little superstar.
He feels like a celebrity if he gets it, and he gets to go on stage, and he loves meeting, the cruise director, the entertainment squad. And I mean, that for those moments for us are what make a lot of, the cruises, is just seeing him smile light up.
Yeah, I think we have
sounds amazing.
We have seen a video that you guys have went on a cruise for Halloween.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And he ended up dressing up. People gave us the craziest looks because so during the pandemic, short story before we get into that, he fell in love with our garbage man. He wasn't in school yet, and he was, but
schools were closed down.
Oh, that's right.
Schools were shut down. That's when.
So started. Every Thursday, he knew the garbage man was coming. Sometimes it was early in the morning, sometimes it was later in the morning, but he knew that he was coming. And every time he would hear it, he'd run out, scream, run around in circles. The garbage man would stop. His name's Cedrin. He would stop, get out, hug him. They'd fist bump, and they go on with his day. And our garbage man ended up giving him like a mini garbage truck at one point, and he still played all the time. It's his favorite toy. And so he dressed up as a garbage man on the cruise ship. And,
it was that Halloween.
Well,
he used this costume 3 times.
Yeah.
It's the best. And Cedrin helped us. Cedrin,
he got all the decal stickers
and stuff for us.
Wow.
But anyway, so we brought, we got these mini cans. It's an actual garbage can, but you can get them at Home Depot. They're mini, perfect size for him. And so on the cruise, he ended up bringing the garbage can on board with him. And people were like, what are they doing? Everyone came up to us after they realized what it was for. They're like, we're so sorry. We were talking so much junk on you guys. We thought you were crazy. And he just went aboard with his garbage can. He won it was a landslide victory. Like everyone was into it, you know, cheering him on for the costume contest, and he had.
Oh wow!
So
he took the garbage can on board.
Yeah,
he just wheeled it on. It had his stuff inside of it. It had a backup costume because we didn't know.
We weren't sure if Carnival would let us bring it on.
You can't
honestly.
wheel a wagon on.
Yeah.
So we're like, are they gonna? So we did have a backup costume, and we drove there. So we're like, worst case, we just put this back in the car, and then we've got a backup costume. So, but no, he just wheeled it on. We kept waiting for people to tell us we weren't allowed, but they just gave us weird looks instead.
Wow!
And now we'll have those memories.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, we go a little overboard sometimes. That's all right.
But it's fun, and that's a fun like the whole story. Just it's such a good memory.
Yeah. What was Rhett's first reaction when he found out he was going on his first cruise ship?
So he was actually 2 when he went for his first cruise. Wow. I think everybody else's reaction was like even crazier than his because he didn't really understand what we were doing.
We showed him videos and stuff.
We do have a recording of him. This was prior to us having a cruise channel. We have a recording of him looking over the aft balcony that we had in New York, and like he was like, whoa, and there was like a helicopter, you know, in the background. They were doing some type of like drill or something like that, and so that video is really cool. But like, excuse me, can you talk for a second?
So he didn't quite. I mean, we probably told him probably the day of or the day before, who even knows. But we did show him a lot of videos of cruise ships and cruising beforehand to like kind of
prepare him.
And to amp him up and to be excited. But him walking out onto the balcony for the first time, he's just like, whoa.
Yeah, it was awesome.
He was excited.
Well, like
then getting the first ice cream where he's just
he like inhaled it, like he didn't know what to do with
like
himself. He's like, wait, this is free? But yeah, when we told like our parents and family and friends that we were bringing a 2-year-old on a ship for 14 days for the first time, like
we were crazy.
Like their minds exploded. We're like, it'll be fine. They're like, we know what we're getting ourselves into.
We did, to some extent.
And it wasn't all, you know, magical. There was definitely some moments that, you know, were
it's a different kind
very
of cruise.
difficult.
Yeah.
But we knew that. It's all about mindset, and it was
like complaining gets us nowhere. And
Yeah.
That's what it There's a lot of that going on.
But yeah, it was a special cruise for sure. I mean, first Panama Canal experience, and I mean the great thing is like, and the whole reason we started the channel was because he was 2 and he's not going to remember these experiences even at 2, 3, 4, 5, you know.
And he doesn't, but he sees the pictures and the videos, and so he can still talk about it. Like, remember it, but he knows he went, and then he sees all this stuff, and so he can be like, oh yeah, remember like these are the pictures. Like, and he'll talk about like the tugboats that were behind us. Yeah, because that's what was exciting.
Yeah, that's what he's into.
That's amazing. That's really amazing.
These are beautiful stories.
Yeah.
Sorry, I feel like we're talking so much.
Like, you're good.
We need like a buzzer.
Oh no, keep talking. Okay. Okay. How many cruise awards have you guys won on the ship?
So Rhett has won quite a bit. I don't know exactly, but I mean, he's won the Halloween competition, which was really cool. Like we were talking about, he's gotten youngest platinum at least 4 times.
He's gotten a couple like ships on a stick sent to the room, or like a medallion sent to the room, just from like Fun Squad or just somebody he's connected with. Like
that's happened.
Gabe, I think was his name, Gabriel.
Yeah, Gabe and.
Where he was
Sam.
like, "You're just awesome. I'm sending you something. What's your cabin number?" So he's been sent a lot of
lots
stuff.
of plates of cookies, and chocolate
cookies.
Strawberries, notes. But he gets a lot of awards from like Camp Ocean too for like they do like good kid awards.
I think they do that.
Probably.
Like the last night they send a medallion with all of them with a certificate for like, oh, best attitude, great attitude.
Yeah.
Always caring. Kind of, everybody feels, and they all should feel special. I mean, but he's incensed a lot. And that's one of the things we love about Carnival is they
make them feel special.
They do.
And they really do. I mean, like,
and I hope every kid gets all that because it means the world to him.
By the end of the cruise, like, everybody knows they know us because of him. And he has a distinct look. He's got the long blonde hair, and he's always dancing, and he's talking to all the adults because that's what he does. I mean, he'll sit in the hot tub and just ask people, about the ship and what they like, and we're like, "How old are you?" But yeah, I mean, he just feels like a little boss at the end.
Yeah.
Wow. So he's very adventurous.
Oh yeah, he's he's never met a stranger. We say that all the time, which is really good thing, but also can be a little scary with some people in the world.
Like, we gotta watch it.
Yeah,
we got to.
Yeah, because I mean, literally, like, we always joke, like, the free candy vans, like, that steal
you don't
kids.
Even need that with him.
You don't even need anything. You're like, hey, come with me. He'd be like, all right, where are we going? Like, I mean, which again is great. I mean, he just loves talking to everybody, and we're the same.
That's a good thing, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
I mean, you're like, just don't leave with anybody.
Yeah.
Just don't leave with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
But, he talks. Yeah, I mean, I've lost my voice. I lose my voice all the time just because of the questions that he asks, and just. I mean, we love it. We love just he wants to learn, which, as parents, I mean, that's the best thing. So
that's amazing.
We don't know how many awards he's got.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry.
Back to the question.
I've gotten like one award, and that's about it.
Yeah, I don't think I tried so hard for a ship on a stick in trivia.
Oh yeah, she was determined to win Friends trivia.
I lost on
she's
a technicality.
Convinced that
I lost on a technicality.
She's convinced that she was right and they were wrong.
I just saw. Yeah, we won't go down that road. They weren't wrong. It was just their official answer is wrong.
Gotcha. It's funny though.
Do you remember the question?
What is Chandler Bing's job?
Chandler Bing's job.
The name sounds familiar.
And what is Chandler Bing's job? That's kind of a whole running joke throughout the series.
Oh,
I didn't say. I remember Carnival's. I put it back here for the next trivia. I remember their technical
what was
answer.
it?
I'm not gonna say because I'm gonna win next time.
All right.
We have a question from the audience.
Yes, we have a question from the audience from Rooted in Essential Oils, from Famous. Do you do excursions with your son?
Yes, we do as much as we can. We've cruised with him every single cruise except for one, and that was before he was potty trained. We left him with my parents for 4 or 5 days. So he comes with us for everything, vacations, cruises, but short excursions too. And, it's his vacation as well. And we want him to experience it with us, even though, we do like to have our time to ourselves, of course, just like any parents. But there are certain excursions that he can't come on. He's not of age. He's not tall enough. He doesn't weigh enough, whatever the case is. So, like, for example, the last cruise we did Stingray City in Grand Cayman. He came with us. And then me and Michelle did a rafting tour. I can't remember the name of it, but it was in Jamaica in Ocho Rios. And he wasn't old enough, unfortunately.
No, it was a two-person.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It was a 2-person raft, and we had considered bringing him with us.
Mm-hmm.
And hoping they would just like, he can sit between us. He's small enough. But we also didn't want to risk going on the excursion and then being separated.
Yeah.
So we did. We asked when we were there, they said they would have, I think they said up to 12. And they let your child it's 2 adults and a child up to 12 because it's a tiny bench.
Yeah.
I mean, we would have squished on it, but.
Well, yeah, we didn't want to risk the chance of being separated. But others, there's minimum ages, and so especially if it's been a place that he's been before, that we've done something, typically if there's something that we want to do, we'll go. And he likes camp, so that's the other thing is some kids don't like camp. most kids do, and he really enjoys it. So we don't feel, bad about leaving him on the ship. We know he's in good care. They know where we are if they need to contact us. Nowadays we always do the cruise excursions because we don't want to risk, of course, something happening and not being able to get back on the ship. All the cruise companies guarantee that if you do the excursion through them, you're going to get back on the ship before they leave.
Yeah.
So, yes, we do bring him with the excursions. We try to include him as much as possible.
We have another question from the audience.
From the Moonlight Adventures. Have you booked another MSC cruise yet?
So
not yet, but
we've
been looking.
Yes.
We've been looking.
Listen, we love Carnival. We really enjoy Royal. MSC was a first experience for us. It was overall really good. There was definitely some things that could have been better or maybe more organized, but that's with any company, cruise line, it doesn't matter. You're always going to have, likes, dislikes, pros and cons. And that was the same thing with MSC. I will say our first MSC cruise experience, the ship was by far the most beautiful ship that we've ever been on. It blew us away. I mean, from the moment we saw it from a distance to, the time we stepped on board and then the time we stepped, off board for the last time, just breathtakingly beautiful. Layout was great. So many different features. So we have been looking. Yeah. We're still, we still love Carnival Royal. We're still going to try other brands. We're going to have a good time no matter what ship we are. It all really just comes down to price, time of the cruise, and the destinations that it's going. So that's really where we're looking. And MSC prices right now you cannot beat. I mean, so we've been looking.
We've been researching the next one. We haven't booked it yet, but we've been looking.
We also have to see how much money we spend this summer on our super crazy cruise. Yeah. So we got to see what's in the budget financially before we can commit to anything else too. So we'll see.
Okay. So speaking about MSCs, what were your dislikes and likes about it?
So the likes, definitely the layout.
The ship was
the food in the main dining room was really good. A lot of their theme parties at night, especially on the open decks, were amazing.
I think that was one of my favorite things about the ship was that they had the steel drums playing by the main pool until I think 9 o'clock at night. Yeah, that's where I wanted to be. I
mean, it was just a great area to be able to talk. There was not a lot of people around, especially on the sea days where you have the wind and the ocean, and
you could get a seat anywhere.
You're just out there. The weather feels amazing. I mean, it's just a perfect night to spend. But there's so much to like about the ship. I mean, the dislikes, though, a lot of it just revolved around some of the management and lack thereof organization. It took a really long time to get off of the ship and then back on the ship. Even with Carnival Mardi Gras, the XL class, there's it's such a huge ship. You got 6,000 guests coming and going, but we never felt that it took a long time to get on or off. Yeah,
there was nobody directing anybody. Both of our excursions started late and they ended late. Mm-hmm. And if they were not MSC excursions, we probably would have been left behind.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think we left people behind on our excursions because it took so long to get off the ship. There's 6,000 people trying to get off, and there's not really even signs or crew directing. You kind of just join the crowd and you're like, are we in the right place?
And luckily we've cruised before, so we know where to go and how to get off the ship. But I could just imagine
that didn't. And we met a lot of
people. So the organization part was off.
There's none. Yeah. That's the one thing. There's a lot of chaos, and it could be alleviated by just the simple sign. A lot of it, I'm like, if they just put a sign, that would go a long way. A person would be better, but there was a sign, that would help.
Yeah. And it's definitely a more European-based cruise line. Of course, they have the majority of their ships overseas throughout Europe. And so we knew that going on, that, you know, the entertainment, the food, things like that were going to be different, the service as well. And a lot of those were, you know, we had that in our mind, and it didn't affect our experience at all. It was just a little bit different. And we were all
the ship and the amenities were really, really amazing.
Yeah, bars.
Yeah, you do. Oh, which one? This one. Okay. Okay. In your opinion, what is the difference between Royal Caribbean and the Carnival ship, Carnival Cruise Line?
I think a good way to explain it is what I've always heard is Carnival is the fun ship. That is the best way. Royal and Carnival are more similar than MSC and Carnival, but Carnival is the fun ship.
Like anybody that's going on Carnival should be prepared to just let loose, have a good time, whether that's drinking or not. Like it just means, you know, whether it's on the dance floor, up on stage, you know, wherever. People are just there to have fun. It's their vacation. Royal Caribbean is, in our experience, still a great time. It's vacation.
Oh, yeah.
And they have music, entertainment, all that. But it a lot of times feels like a more relaxed crowd. They might not let loose as much, which is fine. You know, people have different personalities and things. So that's why I think there's such a big loyalty base for both of them that are so separated and so like extreme.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's kind of what we found, you know, in our travels, and it's interesting to see. But you know, there's loyal to Royal, and then the Carnival diehards, and you got to pick a side, and you're like, I just like cruising. I'm just here. I just want to drink and like have a good time, meet some people. You know, I mean, that's who we are. So it all comes down to price.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
Yes. So, what are some of your favorite protocols?
Ooh, that's a hard one.
Cozumel, I think, is my absolute favorite. I love Cozumel.
Yeah, well, Cozumel we have a lot of history with because we did get married in Cozumel. Yeah, we did on the Carnival Legend. They did the destination weddings, and so we got married on a beach in Cozumel, and we've gone there probably 100 times at this point. But there's so much to do there. It's safe. Like, we've stayed in all-inclusive there before, and you know, Michelle's run throughout the communities and on the island. The food is, of course, fantastic. You know, every time we go, there's a different excursion that we want to try because everything is available to you, whether it's scuba diving, all-inclusive.
Scuba diving there, I think that's kind of what sells me too. Is that was the best scuba diving. It was, the water was just so clear, and so I think Cozumel.
Cozumel's up there. I mean, Tortola is really, really beautiful. We had a fantastic time in Jamaica this last time.
We really did.
Grand Cayman, St. Kitts. I mean, there's so many beautiful. We really.
All right, we gotta pick a favorite. You gotta pick a favorite.
I liked Costa Rica, honestly.
Oh,
Costa Rica was probably one of my favorite Caribbean.
Yeah, that's a good places. One too. I would agree.
I did whitewater rafting there, and it was fantastic.
Whitewater rafting, what's that?
It's like you have the big raft, everybody has a paddle, and it's going. I mean, I think it was like whatever the base level is, level 1 or whatever. So it was pretty easy, but honestly, like when I did it 5 minutes in, like the raft in front of us, they hit a rock, and one of the guests broke their leg like immediately 5 minutes in. Yeah. So it definitely can be dangerous. It just depends on
that's just the
rainfall, basically, from what I assume.
Did they get help by Carnival and everything?
So it's Carnival through the third party. So the third party was able to get them out of the raft and then back to the cruise ship. And I don't know exactly what happens from there, but I would imagine that a lot of it's taken care of through the cruise ship.
Oh, sugar.
But But yeah, I mean, anything comes with risks, but yeah, there's so many destinations that, you know, you can take amazing things from, and I don't know, that's a hard one. That's a loaded one. It's a good question.
Yeah. You got it.
Oh, okay. Okay. In your opinion, what's the best advice you can give to a new cruiser?
So, do you want to go first, or?
I would say just have fun. Don't let the little things. I mean, nothing's going to be perfect. Point. There's going to be things that come up, and it might in that moment feel like my day is ruined. Just don't. You spend way too much money. You work way too hard to get on this vacation. Just move on. Yeah. Like, it is what it is, and have fun. Like, see what you can take out of it. Like,
and that's a great point. I mean, again, like some people, you know, aren't fortunate enough to cruise that often, like maybe once every few years. Yeah, the last thing you want to do, like, just remember that countdown that you're going through where it's like 200, 300 days, and like you're going to let like one small moment ruin maybe the entire day, maybe the entire week. You pay too much. Just have fun and worry about it later. If it's that big of an issue, you know, obviously there are some things that you got to take care of.
But if it's something you can handle when you get back to it,
just do that when you get back. My thing is just like let loose, try everything, get out of your comfort zone. Like any story that is worth telling or remembering is always those moments where you get out of your comfort zone, you meet new people, you try something that maybe you've always wanted to or were too scared to try. Like it's vacation. Like these are the moments you're gonna live forever. Like take pictures, take videos, like just live in that moment. Don't worry about anybody else, because most of the time you're not going to see these people ever again. Sometimes we've met amazing people. Of course, we met each other, but you know, if you're that close with those people anyway, they're not going to care. So yeah, I mean, everybody just lives in their own head a little bit too much, and those moments get away from them. So yeah, just live it out and try everything.
Yeah,
I know that's right.
All right,
y'all trying everything
or not? Yes. So tell us, why did you guys start a YouTube channel?
So I think the main reason at first we started the channel right before the pandemic, and it was like the worst timing to ever start, you know, a cruise channel. So we started, and I started doing informational videos because I really wanted to help out like new cruisers that have, you know, never cruised before, first timers, or people that, you know, may have not cruised for a very long time, and things have changed so much over the years. And then it evolved to really just trying to capture and vlog vacations so that Rhett would remember all of the trips that we've taken.
We'll remember it.
And
him being so lit, like,
and
you're never that little, and then you look back at these videos.
Yeah,
he was not that little then.
And you know, God forbid something happens to us, he has all of these videos with him in it, with us in it, as a family. Like, they're out there forever. Internet's forever. So he can remember us and in those moments, and hopefully he'll have them for the rest of his life. And you know, we'll keep building onto that. And if it's something that he wants to do later on, I mean, we've definitely, you know, push him to do that. So,
that would be great.
Yeah. But that's how it started, and I mean, it's kind of a combination of a little bit of everything. We love helping people. We like to
and showing people that you can still cruise with kids.
Yeah, that's the
still have fun. It's like we said, it's a different kind of vacation.
Yeah. Again,
but you can still do fun stuff with a kid.
Of course. And again, it's not perfect. Nothing's perfect. Yeah. There's definitely moments that are super frustrating, and, you know, moments that.
But then there's fun times when he dances at a deck party. It makes it makes all of the rest of it just go away.
We love traveling all together. I don't think we've ever even thought about leaving them. So
no, I mean,
yeah.
we balance it out. He goes to camp and we have time.
Excellent.
Yeah, he'll go to camp like usually 2 hours a day, and that's our time to just have fun together. And if we want to see like a comedy show that he wouldn't go to, or have a dinner together, and not have to have to attend to him all the time. I mean, that's what camp is for. And again, he loves it, so there's no bad feelings of like,
he always wants to go.
Yeah,
like there are times he asks to go and we're like, no, you're gonna hang out with us for a little bit. No.
Oh wow, yeah,
I can imagine.
Yeah. So
you want me to ask, or you have the?
Okay. So how do you balance work and taking care of Rhett and still doing YouTube?
I don't know.
Not very well, honestly. No, it's our lives are all over the place. I mean, we concentrate on work when we're home, and we're just waiting to get on to the next ship or next vacation together. We have countdowns all over the place, reminding us what we're doing in everyday life. And I mean, we work to vacation.
Amen.
We don't work for shoes or fancy dinners or electronics or what. I mean, we have, of course, our basic needs, but we work.
Stay up a lot of late nights doing videos. That's all him. That's all. He stays up late doing the videos.
Yeah.
After working. After bedtime. It's a lot, but.
So Andrew, you do all the editing and the uploading.
Yeah, I do. Michelle's been helping out here.
I'm trying to learn.
And she's getting on camera a lot more. She was a little shy and in the beginning, but opening up a lot more, which is definitely makes my job a lot easier. But yeah, I do a lot of the editing and piecing videos together and all that good stuff, and coming up with the ideas.
I take the videos.
Yeah, no, she helps me.
But I did that before a channel too. I always had way too many photos and videos of.
Yeah.
Wow.
We've learned so much through the channel. I mean, again, I didn't go to college. I went straight to the Marine Corps and then straight to, a salaried job. And, I never learned a lot of computer skills, during those years. So learned a lot in editing and software and cameras and all that good stuff. So it's definitely opened us up, quite a bit here recently, which it's always good.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
Well, thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Do you want to YouTube? Oh, I'll ask this. Whatever. Okay. So out of all the cabins you guys have been on, which one is your favorite?
Which one's your favorite?
The aft balcony, hands down.
The aft balcony.
Aft balcony. So it's on the back of the ship. It's a little bit bigger of a balcony. Mm-hmm. And that view is incredible. Yeah. It's so incredible.
So we did that when we were in Alaska, and it's a little extended. You could fit one lounger on their table. Yeah. But the views are just breathtaking. I mean, you get to see the ship leave, the pull in port. I mean, it's just
hands down the best one.
It's one of our favorites for sure. The other one I would say is a cove balcony. Yeah, and these are the balcony or the cabins that we're talking about. Like, we've never stayed in anything like crazy. Yeah, we've never done like a
suite or a spa room. We've never done that.
So, but the cove balcony, you're on one of the lower, decks. You're closest to the ocean as far as close as you can get from the water, being on a balcony. And so it's very private. Like, usually you're under one of the lifeboats. You've got, steel on both sides. So it's really just you and your balcony, which is nice. So we've hung out there quite a bit, especially like late nights and stuff, having a drink while Rhett is sleeping. We get to see, the water as we're traveling. And again, they're pretty inexpensive as far as cabins go. I mean, honestly, the aft balcony and the cove balcony are usually cheaper than the standard balconies. The only thing is they're pretty limited compared to the other cabin. So it's like, you have to really kind of decide a little bit ahead of time that that's what you want to do. But yeah, we really enjoy those cabins.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the next category. You know, a little bit about you guys. All right.
The next category.
So, all right, this question is for both of you guys, Michelle and Andrew. Can you tell us a little bit of tell us what completes you both of each other? What completes you guys?
Oh,
I don't know. I would say just, I don't know. What would you say? It just works.
Cruising.
Yeah, it just works. I mean,
cruising completes us. Cruising and Rhett.
Yeah, we just I mean, we find each other really funny, so that works in our favor. I mean, I don't think other people find us that funny, but we die hysterically laughing all the time. So I think laughter is a big, humor, personalities kind of match quite a bit. So that definitely comes first, full circle.
Yeah.
But we're very supportive of each other as well. Like, you know, Michelle's really into working out, and so, you know, she'll get up early mornings or work out after work, and so, you know, I take care of Brett in those times.
So I can do that. So I can have any time.
And so when we both, and I do other things, and so
work together.
Yeah, it's all about, I mean, being together for 15 years, you gotta. It's a give and take a lot of times. So, but yeah, it just works, and so we're gonna keep doing it, right?
I don't know if that answers the question.
Yeah.
But...
yeah.
Perfect answer.
Perfect. Okay. So, in 4 words, how do you both define each other?
Ooh, 4 words.
I would say clumsy, silly. I would say hilarious, and then beautiful.
Like funny, smart, adventurous, and hardworking.
There we go.
That's what I would say.
Y'all better go ahead with your answer.
All right.
I'm sweating over here.
Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. So we're down to the last
7 words.
Yeah. We're down to the last 2. All right. So for those that don't know, Michelle, you work in the school system, and you are a sign language interpreter. How is that an experience?
I love it. So I've been doing that 12 years. I really like working with the kids. I've done everything from 3-year-olds to 12th grade. So some of them are older than 18. That's okay. We get there on our own time. But I love it. And there's a lot I could do with it. I like the school system because I like the schedule. Like I said, I really like working with the kids. I spent a lot of time in high school setting, which I really liked because I really liked teaching the advocacy part. Like, I liked teaching them their rights, and that grown-ups are not always right. You can, when they tell you no, you can stand up to them, and you have these rights. But I could do other things with it. Like I could do doctor's offices or mental health. And I do dabble a little bit with an agency, not so much since Rhett's been born, but it's a lot. And maybe when he's a little older, maybe I'll go back to agency work. And that is a lot of fun too, going to doctor's offices.
Okay.
Therapies or maybe on a cruise ship one day.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to learn the different sign languages?
So it's a 4-year degree. You have to have a bachelor's. They'll probably switch it to a master's eventually. And every state is different. But yeah, you do have to have, right now, you have to have a bachelor's.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
You better come through with your degrees.
Wow. Okay. So the last question is for Andrew. For those that don't know, you work in real estate. How was that experience, and was it hard, to try to please families and customers to give them their dream house?
Yeah, I mean, so I worked for a furniture store for almost 10 years, right up until Rhett was born, like 6 months after he was born. And the hours, I was working like 70 hours a week as a salaried employee running a store. And it just got too much where I was waking up before he was awake, coming back home after he was already asleep. And like, especially in those early years, I didn't want to miss his childhood. And even though I was doing good and the money was fine, like it was worth it to make the transition. So I transitioned to real estate back in 2017, I think it was, like 2016, 2017, something like that. And should have done it way earlier, had instant success with that, which I knew I would. Again,
hardworking.
Family.
I wouldn't say instant success. It was earned success. Well, I mean, it wasn't by luck or chance or anything. But it was by
family and friends were absolutely in arms. They're like, you're leaving a salaried position, 10 years with, you know, all the benefits and basically working for yourself. You're like, what is wrong with you? But I mean, it was
a scary transition.
Yeah,
it is.
It was a great transition, and you know, helping families, although very difficult at times, it's so worthwhile in the end, especially when you help like a first-time home buyer or somebody that hasn't bought in 20, 30, 40 years, and you know, once they finally get those keys, and you know, after the transaction is, you know, completely done, gaining, you know, that client for the rest of your life is just a very satisfying feeling. So definitely lots of hours. In the beginning, it was, you know, 50 hours. Then at one point it went up to 90 hours a week. And so I did a lot of real estate in a very little amount of time, and very thankful for it, but definitely got burned out a little bit there too. So I took a little bit of a break, and now I'm doing family, friends, and past clients at the moment. And I'll probably expand that again here soon. You know, I'm dabbing in a lot of different things. So every experience and taking, you know, different things with me and just growing. So.
Okay.
I know that's
We
had a question.
We have a question from the audience from Rooted in Essential Oil.
Yeah, so I'll show you the one for cruise. See if I can get up. Put your hands out together. Make like a little boat. Cruise. Move it forward like your cruise ship's moving through the ocean. That's the sign.
Okay. All right. Okay. So there is the sign language. Yes.
Now we all know it.
Okay, so
how do you say hi in sign language?
I know that's the one we get asked all the time.
How do you laugh?
You clap. Is how you mean the clap? You don't clap. You clap. Because you think you can't hear this, and if you're sitting in a crowded audience, you don't see this. But if you do this, then so when you clap, that's how you clap in sign language.
Oh wow.
Okay.
There you go. That was a good one.
Okay. All right. Love it. All right. So, guys, at this time, we are going to showcase the Funnel Heads YouTube channel.
Okay. So, all you wonderful people in here can subscribe.
Yes.
Is y'all subscribing?
Or not? Okay. So, just let this compute. Okay. All right, guys. So, this is the Funnel Heads, guys. All right. So, make sure you guys go over and check them out. This is a lovely profile picture of them. They're well over 2,000 and some subscribers. All right, guys. So this lovely picture of a gorgeous ship. Okay, so we come down. As you guys can see, they started some of their MSC Seascape blogs, guys. So make sure you check that out. And also, they were on the Carnival Magic, which we will be on the Carnival Magic in March. So make sure you guys go down.
With you.
Yes. So make sure you guys go down and check out all their lovely videos and some of the experience that they share with their lovely son. Okay. They also went to Alaska. They went to various different places that we have yet to get, but we're getting there soon. Okay. So go down and check it out. All right. You see Lil Man, Lil Man third blog. All right. See, he's blogging. Okay, he's blogging, guys. Check it out. Okay, and then there's the Halloween party. See it right there. Okay, so make sure you check that out as well, guys. Okay, and then we got the Alaska cruise here. 10 things to know about Alaska. All right, so check that out. Check it out. You see all the amazing thumbnails. Okay. They also have They also have a Facebook group. We're gonna share that, and all the links are in the description, guys. Their Facebook, their Instagram. They also have an amazing TikTok. Okay, so this is their Facebook group, guys. It's called the Funnel Heads. You guys can get all the updates of them and all the beautiful pictures if you like, guys. This is their Facebook group. So go on over, just type in the Funnel Heads, and you will be accepted.
Okay.
In their group. Okay. All right. Okay, so we have happily ever lady said just subscribe. Thank you so much. Welcome in, Erin. How you doing? Doing? They do good on their cruise vlogs. Thank you so much, Erin.
This is our Erin or a different Erin?
A different Erin, but that's the Erin that subscribes to us. Thank you so much, Erin. And Jazzy has.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you so much. All right. So, okay. So, Funnel Heads, what would you like the folks that will watch the replay and for those that are here to gain from this interview on tonight?
I would just say we love obviously cruising. We love sharing. Teaching anything. We don't know everything, of course. I mean, a lot of things are new to us, but we'll share anything that's as far as tips and tricks and all that good stuff. We have a really amazing bucket list cruise coming up this summer where we've been saving every single dime for, but
where are you guys going?
We're doing Ireland, Scotland, and Iceland this summer.
Oh, wow.
Ireland, Scotland, and
Iceland.
Yeah.
That is Europe, isn't it?
Yeah. So we're doing 22 days over there, plus staying in London before and after. So we're really excited about that. That's on Carnival Pride, which will be the first time on that ship. So we'll have lots of content from there. Don't know what we're doing after that. It all depends on how much we spend on board.
We said next year, I think next summer, we're just going to stick to the Caribbean and kind of keep it all that on.
Alaska and this one has definitely hit us, but we're really excited. Little man's gonna come with us. That's a back-to-back, so
and he loves Irish music. So
we're gonna take him to a pub. He's
so excited to go to. I know it sounds awful, but
he's gonna get his milk on the rocks and he's gonna jam out with us. So it's going to be awesome, and hopefully we'll create some everlasting memories with that as well. We did Ireland back before we had me and her with a backpacking trip, and it was literally.
And that's how we got the CD of Irish, a CD.
Yeah.
A CD. The band that we like. Yeah. He listens to that in my car because that's the only CD that we have.
Wow, that's amazing.
But we're just here for the long haul, making cruise content. So we're just going to keep going, and hopefully, we'll, make people happy along the way. So,
yes. Well, thank you guys so much.
No, thank you guys for having us. We'll have to have you guys. We're so bad at setting up lives. We'll have to have you on our channel if you're, if you want to come on. Yeah, if you want to come on.
Anytime. Just let us know. We are willing. Thank you, guys. Well, guys, this was another amazing interview by yours truly. I'm Winston.
And I'm Winston, but with no sunglasses.
He is Leo. And our lovely guest is none other than
Andrew.
Michelle.
All right. And
they are the Funnel Heads.
And so, guys, we will see you on, hold on. I gotta forget. We will see you guys back again on the 27th. So we'll see you guys then. See y'all.
Everybody enjoy your night. Take care.
Hey, turn me up a little. Yeah. Hey, let me get a little more. They know who we at, man. Yeah. I just stay in the tank.
On the island.
What island? Princess Cay. Gorgeous day in Princess Cay. Everybody's having a fantastic time. Brett is trying